welcome into a solo edition of Box Office Quarterbacks. My name is Jeff. Today I'm talking about Season 2 of Jurassic World Chaos Theory. Just dropped on Netflix about a month ago as I'm recording this. Life got busy. Life has finally found a way for me to talk about my favorite franchise of all time. Once again, we are following the Nublar 5 plus Brooklyn. They didn't know Brooklyn was alive at the end of last season, and now, surprise to everyone, she is. And that's kind of where we pick up our story on a cargo ship headed to a new research facility in Senegal. There are some really cool scenes in this season. I really liked how they blended kind of the African wildlife and having like the baryonyx especially and the suchomimus like kind of go after like the African predators here. I thought it was very cool to see like the hippo versus the suchomimus. That was a really cool addition to this season. Once again, the voice acting and the cast is very, very good. Love the Nublar 5 stuff in particular. They are the strongest part of the show. In my last review, I was kind of skeptical on the decision to reveal that Brooklyn was still alive. And this season, they really kind of push that narrative down your throat, whether you like it or not. Like you see the night that she got her arm bit off multiple times within the first 5 episodes of this season. And I think it is a little overkill where you find out that it's one of the Atrociraptors, Red, who ends up biting her arm off, and she's controlled by Santos, who I think a lot of people may have forgotten was a character in Jurassic World Dominion. So she is the broker. She is essentially running her own bootleg Jurassic World and selling these dinosaurs on the black market. And Brooklyn is investigating her and trying to get close to her to stop her at the end of the day. And really, this is a Brooklyn focused season. And I did not think it was as strong as the first season. I really loved Chaos Theory Season 1 because I really thought it did a good job of portraying animals or these prehistoric animals in our world. It's something that I wanted from Jurassic World Dominion, something that was alluded to in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I just think that we kind of got away from that story to do sort of like an espionage thing with Brooklyn, and I'm not necessarily sure that I want to see that type of story continue, which it obviously will at the end of this season, where Brooklyn basically has to make a choice to appear to betray her friends to continue her mission to help these dinosaurs. And honestly, the choices she makes at the end of this season were pretty messed up. And I just felt like this was like the weakest of the animated seasons, probably the weakest since like that season of Camp Cretaceous when they go to like the biodomes and like the Spinosaurus is there and they're like in a snowy environment and like the whole AI element that we got of that season. I feel like this is basically a filler season like that. Like this was a bridge season at the end of the day. I still do think this is a really great show. Obviously, this is a show for kids, so like letting a main character like that stay dead is probably out of the question. I just kind of thought it cheapened a lot of the emotional moments of season 1 of Chaos Theory. Like I didn't necessarily need Brooklyn to come back, but like Kenji was really great here because he's dealing with grief. His dad was killed by the Atrociraptors in season 1, and then he is still mourning the death of Brooklyn, so he thinks. So like his actions are very reckless, and he's jumping into danger to defend his friends in the most chaotic way possible, pun intended, I guess. But yeah, like he was great. Darius is always great, the main character of this show, and Sammy and Yaz I thought were pretty good too. Just Yaz, especially, like kind of being the shoulder that Kenji cries on. Ben's sole purpose of this season was keeping the secret that Brooklyn was alive. So there's that. There's no Bumpy in this season. So I think that was like the character that was missing. You do have like a new Gallimimus character that I thought was pretty cool. And like you never got to see the Gallimimus be threatening in the Jurassic Park or World movies. So just to see it going after like a crazy looking baryonyx in the finale, I thought was really cool. And I just want this show to kind of find itself next season or re-find its path once again, because I think we just kind of try to pack too much into a filler season like this, where, you know, the whole point of this was to have the Nublar 5 discover Brooklyn was still alive. And I think we could have done that in the first 5 episodes and maybe like gotten to the point a little faster. And then maybe it would have made for a much better and a more exciting finale than what we got. But all in all, like, I think that this is still like one of my favorite animated shows that's coming out these days for sure. And obviously the Jurassic Park franchise is my favorite. So I'm always going to watch this show whenever it comes out. And I'm very excited for the future of the franchise, obviously, with Jurassic World Rebirth coming out soon. We'll probably get a trailer, I'm guessing, this month. Like Wicked is a big Universal movie that's coming out. So I'm guessing that's when we'll probably see our first footage of the new movie. But yeah, I think a little bit of a step down. I would probably give this on the box office QB scale a starter, like a low starter. I don't want to bench it, but it did take a while to get going here. So that's kind of my thoughts on this season. I hope we get back to more dinosaur action and a lot less talking in season 3. But let us know your thoughts, where you want to see the Nublar 6 go from here. But I am Jeff. This has been Box Office Quarterbacks. We will talk to you guys very soon about the Penguin. We'll see you guys then. Have a good one.